What's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my experience doing my 7-day detox. So if you were curious or interested or wonder what my results were like, what my experience was like, stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I did do a 7-day detox. Started Monday, ended Sunday night, and this detox is completely vegan, no processed sugar, no caffeine, really no processed foods. It's a very whole foods, plant-based approach, and I do this because these foods are the easiest foods for your body to absorb and digest and, break down. They're some of the most healing foods on the planet, and the foods that I specifically picked for this detox are really great for your liver, your kidneys, your lymphatic system, your digestive system. So it's really a full body detox and cleanse, and I find that gives the best results. Now, before I go farther in this video, yes, your body does automatically detox on its own. If it didn't, one, we would have no reason for a liver, and two, we would be dead a long time ago. But sometimes what happens when our liver is so just overloaded with all these toxins and things that are hard for our body to get rid of, those things can back up because our liver can get what's called a little bit sluggish. So it doesn't work as effectively or as efficiently as it once did. So the foods that I chose for this detox, the foods specifically are not going to be like, bam, lose 20 pounds by doing nothing. But what they do is they help make your liver and your excretory organs work more efficiently and effectively as they once did before. So the way the detox is set up is you have a smoothie or a juice for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a soup for dinner. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but in between your meals, you are allowed fruit. There's specific fruits from a list that you can choose from, but you are allowed an unlimited amount of these fruits because not only, like I said, are they beneficial for your body, but it's fruit, it's nature's candy, so you can have as much of it as you would like. I explicitly mentioned in the detox, never eat to the point where you're absolutely stuffed or super full. You should never be eating like that anyways. But especially on the detox, you don't want to be starving and you don't want to be super full either. So your system wants to just be breaking down food, absorbing nutrients as it should, not overworking or underworking in any way. I also want to mention really quickly that yes, you are allowed the unlimited amount of fruit. So, if you were absolutely starving and again, not eating to that point of being super stuffed and super full, you could eat an entire melon if you wanted to. And the reason that I allow this or put this in the detox is because fruit and its sugar does not spike your blood sugar as candy would or as processed sugar would. So I know there's that really big argument that fruit makes you fat and it spikes your blood sugar. It really doesn't, and that's because of the presence of fiber. So fiber helps slow down how your body uses up that fruit sugar, which typical candies don't have. So that's why, if you eat a lollipop, it's more likely to spike your blood sugar a lot faster than eating some watermelon or pear or pineapple or apple would. Okay, now that I got those little disclaimers out of the way, let's talk about my experience on the detox. So it's really common in a lot of detoxes that you may get like the detox flu, where for the first couple days you kind of feel a little crappy, and that's just simply because your body, is getting rid of all those toxins. They're flushing out of your system. So you may feel a little sick, but I didn't. My mom did the detox at the same time with me. She didn't feel sick. And some of the other people, my other clients who did this detox, didn't really have any ill side effects from it, which is fantastic. I think if anything on day 2 or day 3, I felt a little tired, but really wasn't anything too bad. It was just, I feel a little tired today. Could have been my sleep, who knows. And that brings me to my next point. I think the biggest improvement or biggest and most drastic change that I saw was in my sleep. So I was sleeping a lot less but better. Before I did the detox, I would get ready for bed at like 9, 10 o'clock, hop in bed, wouldn't fall asleep for a while, and then finally drift off to sleep, you know, maybe wake up during the night, and I would have a really hard time waking up the following morning. And I needed an alarm to wake up every morning. Now, I didn't wake up super late or anything. I would normally wake up, it depended on the day, but 7:45, 8 o'clock, rarely 7:30. And again, I needed an alarm to do so. But even just after one whole day on the detox, I was up until 10, 11 o'clock, went to bed, fell asleep right away, woke up the next morning with no alarm clock at like 6:30, which was fantastic. That was already a jump. Then the next morning I woke up at 6:15, again, no alarm. The morning after that, woke up at 6 o'clock, again, no alarm. And finally, the earliest I woke up was 5:45 in the morning, still getting a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep, sleeping soundly throughout the night, and waking up feeling so refreshed and ready to go in the morning. It was such a fantastic feeling. I can't even begin to tell you guys. Now, I truly believe that this is because when you eat directly from the ground, you know, and you're eating this alive electric food, it really does help your body get more in sync with your circadian rhythm. So just look at animals outside, look at the birds, look at the squirrels, you know, you see them up and active and ready to go when the sun comes up, and then you don't really see them as much when the sun is going down because they don't have alarm clocks. Their body is their alarm clock and nature is their alarm clock. So when the sun is up, you know, it's time for you to be up, be active, go get your food, go get your things done during the day. And then when the sun goes down, now that's time for you to wind down, you know, release certain neurotransmitters in your brain and different chemicals to help you relax and rest and drift off to sleep until the sun comes up the next day. And that's really what happens with a lot of people who go vegan or start eating more plant-based foods, start eating more raw foods. And that's what a lot of us found on this detox. We were just so much more in tune with our circadian rhythm. It was amazing. Another benefit that a lot of people saw was weight loss. Now, yes, I understand that, you know, any detox that claims to lose X amount of pounds, you're not losing fat really. You may lose some fat in the process, but a lot of it is water weight and waste. And this is what I try to be most transparent about with my clients. So no, you will not lose all that stubborn belly fat. However, you may be losing a lot of waste that has been just so stuck up in your colon and your intestines. A lot of us in North America and around the world, even here in Canada, are so chronically constipated that we don't even realize we're constipated anymore. You know, so maybe going once a day, maybe you're normal, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's right. So there's a certain transit time for your food. If you're pooping out your food too early, that's a bad sign because you're not absorbing your food as well as you should. And if you're not pooping soon enough after you eat, that's also a problem. That means something's wrong in your digestive tract and you are backed up. So this detox will make you go a lot more than you are used to because some of these foods naturally have like laxative properties, which is totally fine in the short term. You want to just flush everything out and kind of start fresh. I'm being fully transparent with you guys here. You know, some days I would go 3 times, and my normal, even off a detox, is 2 to 3 times a day. And on the detox, I was going anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. So even someone like me who goes pretty regularly has some stuck stuff up in there that needs to be flushed out. So that is, again, another benefit. You know, it may suck in that week where you feel like you're rushing to the bathroom every 5 seconds, and I promise you're really not. You're just going more often than you are probably used to. And now the final good stuff, you know, the weight loss, you guys really want to know. So I'm not going to obviously name names. I'm going to be pretty private about this. But one of my clients lost 2.5 pounds. One of my clients lost 7.5 pounds. One of my clients lost 7 pounds, and one lost, I believe, 5 or 6 pounds, which is fantastic, you know. So everybody's a little all over the place depending on where you are in your fitness journey, in your lifestyle journey of, you know, eating healthy, things like that. So if you are eating completely opposite of what the detox is like, you're probably going to lose a lot more, and you're going to notice a bigger change because it is more of a drastic change than what your body is used to. However, if you are eating pretty closely to this detox, yes, you will still 1000% experience a lot of the benefits, especially on like an inner cellular level, but you may not experience a lot of the immediate weight loss benefits of, you know, like I lost 2 pounds instead of 7 pounds, you know. So I think this detox is really beneficial for most people, but I don't think everyone is going to have the same results at the end of it, just because it depends on where you're at in your journey and your diet and all that kind of fun stuff. So now, would I do this detox again? 1000% yes. I mean, I created it with myself in mind and I just did it myself. It really wasn't that bad. The one thing that I will say is the most difficult about the detox is the morning smoothies. So I've made them as smoothies to try and, you know, keep that fiber in your drink in your morning, because when you juice, especially if your juicer is not high quality and it doesn't juice and break down the foods properly, you're mostly just damaging a lot of those really beneficial compounds like the fiber and the phytonutrients, and the act of, you know, juicing actually does break down those compounds. So I prefer blending and then, if anything, straining, because you get the skin and everything blended all up together, and then you can, you know, I try to drink as much of it as possible with the fiber and everything in there, but it just, of course, it makes it really bitter, and for me it's a texture thing. I can't do the chunks, I can't do the texture. So I try and drink as much of it as possible, and then the rest I just strain to get more of a juice and more of a smooth consistency. But the flavor of them really isn't that bad at all. They're very vegetable heavy, but they're really good. The day 2 one with beets, I'm not gonna give it all away to you guys, but day 2 has a juice with beets in it, and I never was a beet girl, but honestly, beets are bomb. And I really like that juice. So for me, yes, 1000% would do this detox again. The salads are absolutely delicious. The soups are delicious. And who doesn't love some watermelon, pineapple, papaya, cantaloupe, like honeydew? It's just, these foods are so good, you guys. They're so good. And there you have it, my experience doing my own detox. Like I said, 10 out of 10 would do it again. A lot of my clients who did it said that they would do it again. And, you know, I've been talking about it on my Instagram and showing the foods that I've been eating. And a lot of you guys who follow me have said that the foods do look good. One client said that she was kind of worried because she's nowhere near vegan, and of course this detox is vegan, but she was so pleasantly surprised. She loved all the recipes. She's going to continue using a lot of those recipes even post detox. So that's really good for me to hear, and I hope that encourages you guys to give this a shot. You know, you're never gonna change your life unless you try something new and you figure out what you like and what you don't like. You know, there isn't a one answer or one size fits all for everybody in their health and wellness journey. You may be a salad person, you may not be a salad person. You may be a raw vegan and you may not be a raw vegan. There's so many different options and alternatives out there for so many people. And like I said, there is not a one size fits all. So I hope this video kind of, you know, gave you guys a little bit more clarity and answered some questions and kind of explained some common questions that I get asked, or common hesitancies that people have before starting this detox. I promise it's gentle. I promise it's nothing scary or nothing crazy. So yeah, if you guys did want to pick up one of your own copies, then you can head to the link in the description bar down below, and that will take you straight to the page where you can get your own copy, and it is good for life. So anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.